How are you, everyone? Today we want to learn about laws of indices. Laws of indices are rules for simplifying expression involving powers. Firstly, we've got the multiplication law, which states that a to the m multiplied by a to the n is equals to a to the m plus n. Which means if we have same base when multiplying, we add powers. For example, x to the 3 multiplied by x to the 4 is equals to x. Remember, the law states that we add powers. So we add 3 plus 4. 3 plus 4 adds up to 7, which means our final answer becomes x to the 7. Secondly, we have the division law. The division law states that a to the m over a to the n is equals to a to the m minus n, which means given same base, when dividing, we subtract powers. So an example is y to the 6 over y to the 2 is equals to y to the 6 minus 2. 6 minus 2, which adds up to 4, which means our final answer becomes y to the power 4. Then we have the power law. The power law states that a to the m in brackets to the n is equals to a to the m times n. So this states that we multiply the powers m and n. So in an example, we have z to the 5 squared, which means the law states that we are multiplying powers. So z to the 5 multiplied by 2. And then 5 multiplied by 2 is equals to 10. So our final becomes z to the 10. Then the next one is power of product. If we have ab to the n is equals to a to the n times b to the n, which means power is distributive over multiplication. In an example, we have 2x in brackets to the cubed, which is equals to 2 cubed multiplied by x cubed as stated by the law. 2 cubed is equals to 8x cubed. So our final answer becomes 8x cubed. Now we have the quotient law. The quotient law states that a over b in brackets to the n is equals to a to the n over b to the n, for b is not equal to 0, because if b becomes 0, then the fraction becomes undefined. So in an example, x over y to the power 4 is equals to x to the 4 over y to the 4, as stated by the law, for y is not equal to 0. And then we have the 0 exponent. Any number to the power 0 except 0 is equals to 1, which means that 100 to the power 0 becomes 1. So this law states that any number to the power 0 is equals to 1, for a is not equal to 0, because 0 to the 0 is undetermined. And then we have the fractional exponent, which states that a to the m over n is equals to the nth root of a to the m, or the nth root of a in brackets to the power m. In an example, we have 8 to the 2/3, which is equals to cube root of 8 to the 2 squared, as stated by the law, which is equals to the cube root of 8 is equals to 2. 2 to the power 2 gives us 4. Finally, we have the negative exponent. The negative exponent states that a to the negative n is equals to 1 over a to the n, for a is not equal to 0. Remember, our denominator cannot be equal to 0. For example, x to the negative 3 will be equal to 1 over x cubed.